Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Afrocentrist podcast. My name is Ejiro Osakede. You already know it. Your energetic EJ, okay? And today on the Afrocentrist podcast, I have the privilege to be talking to Dr. Stephen Akintayo. Before now, we used to know him as the most sought after investment coach, but now he's that and a lot more, right? It's not like, what would I call him now? The real estate guru of Africa.
And the world now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We go global.
And you are the podcast queen. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
you're killing it.
Thank you so much, sir. So, guys, I mean, this is like a new, and just in the spirit of birthday, you know what I'm saying? I'm just coming to you. I told you that this month of April, I'm going to be extra, like super extra, right? So just accept me in my old extraness, okay?
When Ejiro use makeup, just know she's about to blow.
All right, guys. So it's not about me today. It's about my guest, Dr. Stephen Akintayo. So I just want to ask, and I believe that in his sharing, answers to these questions I'm going to be asking him, you are going to learn one or two things. Because, I mean, I've known Dr. Stephen, for a while now. And it's just good to just kind of sit down in the corner and just watch this man and say, okay, so what's making this man tick? Like, there must be something here. I've worked on a couple of his books, almost 33 of them. And so I've heard his story over and over and over and over and over again in every introduction of his books.
Yeah.
You know, how he was born in Maduguri, Tamboa, is it Tamboa Road? And how he couldn't spell the word T-H-E till he was 13, right? And how he didn't sleep on a mattress until he was about 7 years old or thereabouts.
More than that.
Was like 13, maybe it was 13 before he was able to sleep on a
I also
mattress.
saw WC for the first time, 13.
13.
What a close that.
So his story it has come from grass to grace.
True.
That's a proper way to say it. But then what I want to bring out of this discussion today is Dr. Stephen, on a personal level, on a personal development level, because this is one way I want to channel this podcast, the Afrocentrist podcast, to say, as much as I share the story of other people, what we want to pull out of those stories is the power of self-development, of self-improvement.
Absolutely.
So I want to ask you today, let's talk around your top 3 self-improvement strategies that has helped you from where you were to where you are now. Where you are now, you're one of the biggest, real estate company in Nigeria, and now you have a branch in Dubai, and then you recently opened one in the US, and I'm sure that you're still spreading your tentacles. What are your top 3 personal development strategies that has helped you?
Wow. I'm just trying to think over them. I think the first is I invest a lot in listening to books. I recently realized that, and this is a powerful tool, many of the great self-development books are on YouTube. So the audio versions are there, and when you leverage on the audio, you even go further in terms of being able to consume more materials, because you are able to multitask and listen, and it sinks deeper even into your subconscious. So I invest that at least in a day. I load myself at least 1 hour of motivational, inspirational, educational materials, at least 1 hour every day. The second is for my happiness, right? Because at my level, you are most times having to inspire people. And people don't know this. It's either I'm having to inspire my staff, or I have a seminar, I'm having to speak in public, or I'm now with my family and I still need to inspire them. So I'm always having to do something, and that has left me with little or no room to be sad.
Because you have to be there
Yes,
for other people.
exactly, or have mood swing. I don't even have the luxury of mood swing. Like,
But do they come?
they come, but you just have to. In fact, there are times where I go to the office and my peers like, I use side what's going on, because again, that's a job, right? To make sure I boss. So even when I'm not sad, maybe I'm trying to just meditate and think. That's why I'm not smiling. I'm happy to now have to say, okay, you know what? Because so that I'm not bothered about, okay, of day. You later see people knock my door and like, it's a good time. So you kind of have to. So I spend another 1 hour listening to music. Music has a way of getting me excited. You know, I do a lot of dancing now. I was about recording a video before I even came. It was a worship song on
The one with Nathaniel Bassey and Chandler Moore.
And while I was listening to that song, I just got into this gratitude mood. Imagine where you are coming from. Like, this, God is powerful, He's a mighty God, and all of that. So that's another second strategy, which is getting music that gets you excited, that puts you in that gratitude mode. And gratitude is a money magnetizer.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I know that.
Gratitude is a money magnetizer.
Yes.
Please unpack that for us. What's the relationship between gratitude and money?
What I realize about making money is that people don't know that at a level, your ability to make money isn't that you need to work harder. No. It's just that people who have money needs to like you. And once they like you, almost anything you do with them, it helps you make money.
It might not even be directly.
Yeah.
But because you are in a mood of gratitude always, you
Yeah.
attract people who have money,
Yeah.
and you're being attracted to them, and just being around them helps you make money.
Helps
or
you
add
make
value.
money, because usually, let me give you a typical example. I met a billionaire in the US, and then it's just myself, and I told him what brought me to meet him, and he just liked my presence. We talked about doing something together. Now he said, you know what, let's do it. Whatever comes out of this deal, you get 50%. Now the funny thing about it is that it's not relying on my effort, but on his effort. Now somebody who makes average of over $1 million every day, when we do that deal, there's just no way.
I love that explanation.
Do you see the average of at all?
Even if you make
$50,000,
that means half of it.
Damn cool, right? So you see how it. But for that kind of person to agree to do something with me, that's where your joy needs to come. That's where your personality needs to come. It's not the day you have mood swing that you meet such people. Right? It's just so. Which is now why you now want to kind of train yourself such that
always be in that space of gratitude. Hey, in case you forgot, the quote is gratitude is a magnetizer of money.
Yes,
so you need to be able to put systems in place around yourself so that you are always in a place of gratitude.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Third one. The third strategy is my family, right? So I always create family moments, vacation, going to watch movie. Later I got to Nigeria last time. I remember, I told my wife, go on a. So I do international vacation for my wife, then I do national vacation. So I normally send her sometimes compulsory vacation because I know she's been tired doing her business, the children. So I was living with the kids for 3 days. So me and them went to watch a movie. It was such a daddy and children time, watching movie. Of course, they have their wallet. Kids are a handful. But that creates really special memories, and keeps you in that place. You know that, look, even if you don't have a reason to work hard, you know your family is one of those reasons, because a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. You know your ability to build wealth, and that when you are able to raise a good family, it becomes a transgenerational one. And family has a way of giving you some joy, some excitement. My daughter is just, the energy of my daughter is times 10 of my energy. She's just something else.
So, but what if somebody is watching or listening to this and they're like, I'm not a family person yet, so how do I do that?
Before I got married, it was my brother. You know, going with my siblings, and we reminisce where we're coming from, gist, you know, and everybody has some family. Sometimes it's adopted. Like for me, my mother is late, but I got a replacement, an adopted mother that gives me the same feeling.
That's
Right? Yes, I have an adopted mother in Solariwaju. The same thing my mom does, like plenty prayer, like of course challenging you to be great, like speaking into your life, and just giving you, oh, my son has come. You know, you just creation of that. So I think everybody can create their world as long as you're open up. The challenge, many of us are closed up. Like if it's not my biological family,
they are not family.
Then they are not family. I mean, you've been away from your family for a while now, and I'm sure you've created that same.
I don't even know how I would have survived.
Exactly. You've been like years now. But I know. I mean, I've had meeting with you, with your roommates, and sometimes you could see how you've created that family again in Dubai, and so family is everywhere. It's not always biological. But you can always find a way to create that family experience, but it's part of the way to stay inspired, stay motivated, develop yourself.
You see, from all the things that Dr. Stephen has shared right now, first he said, audiobooks. Second, he said music.
Yeah.
And then third, he said family. Everything that he mentioned are things that you need to do yourself, that you have control over, right? I'm just trying to pull it together for you in case you're like, where are we going? Where are we coming from? We're coming from what his top 3 self-improvement strategies that has brought him to where he is. But also what I hear again is you're an auditory learner. Did you know that?
Yes, I am.
So, you see, when you see people that have read 1 million books, it's not always physical books. It's not always physical books. You can listen to books, and it actually helps. Like, I've listened to Secret of the Millionaire Mind now, like 3 times, and I'll still listen to it again because I want to sit on that book, right?
You can read 3 books.
Yes, if you are doing audio.
Yes, if you're doing audio.
Yes, because no matter how long it is, let's even say, like Secret of the Millionaire is about maybe like 5 hours or 7 hours long.
Yeah.
But before you know it, if I'm going out, for example, my commuting is going to be like 2 hours. That's 2 hours gone.
That's what people don't even understand. How we waste time, eh?
Yeah. The way time flies. Anyways, guys, I hope that this has been helpful for you. 3 strategies again that Dr. Stephen shared with us is number 1, read. And if you can't find time enough to read, listen. So listen to books, and in case you missed it, he mentioned YouTube. There are a lot of resources there. So you can't say, I don't have money to buy a book. But if you have money to get data and you have a smartphone, then you don't have an excuse. But also buy books.
A book you must buy is called The Billionaire Mindset.
Coming soon, yeah?
By Stephen Akintayo.
Woo!
Is
it Billionaire Mindset or Habit of Billionaire?
It's Billionaire Habits.
Yes, Billionaire Habits.
Oh, yes. You must get that.
Billionaire Habits by Stephen Akintayo.
You must get that book.
Loaded. It is loaded. So it's already on pre-order now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's already on pre-order. I'm going to put the link.
It has the audio, the video, and the text. So it gives you all that.
So you have all the options. So there's the audio, there's the video, and then the ebook and the hardcover as well. So I'm going to add the link to this video and to this podcast so you can get your copy of The Billionaire Habits by Stephen Akintayo. And also, you can also check out resources. In fact, I'm going to add all his links. So Stephen Akintayo has a lot of links, right? To his university, to his real estate business. If you want to be a broker under his real estate business, whether in Nigeria or in Dubai, and probably hopefully in US, you can just be a part of that. So if you don't even understand what a real estate broker is, you can find out from there, because they have training available to teach you what it means to be a broker and how you can be a broker for GTEx Homes. Okay, so like he's a bundle of resources. That's what I can say, right? So I'm going to put the links to all of the resources on this video and also on the podcast channel. So thank you so much, Dr. Stephen. Before we round this off, one last thing that you have to say to people who are going to watch or listen to this?
Well, I think one of the things that I've realized in recent times was, for example, if you watch The Secret, there's a video called The Secret, teaching you about the
law of
attraction. One mistake that I saw in that, by the way, law of attraction is real, but was that they never emphasized the fact that just imagine it alone is not going to make you wealthy. Taking massive action is actually what's going to bring that success. I've imagined having offices all over the world, but I needed to leave Nigeria and come to Dubai and to the US. I've imagined running trainings and seminars all over the world, but I needed to come to Dubai and organize my first seminar that nobody showed up. I have seen myself hosting other great speakers. I've had to fly down to Atlanta to meet Les Brown and say, I need to speak to me. Fly down to Miami to meet Grant Cardone and say, I need to. Okay? So the reality is, these dreams that you have, these things can come to pass. But there's still a place of massive action. There's still that place of, I have to do my part. I have to take steps. I have to do things to attract those things that I desire. Actions have to be taken. And so, as beautiful as all we've said, is if you don't go on YouTube right now and type now, not I will do it tomorrow, now, right now. Just carry the laptop where YouTube, Think and Grow Rich. Start listening. Richest Man in Babylon. Right? That's how you started. That's how you started. So, massive action. Love you, brother.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. All right, guys, till I come here again next week with another exciting surprise and another guest talking about something that will help you be a better version of yourself in the space of self-improvement and self-development. It's your girl, the energetic EJ, saying have a fantastic week and weekend. But please, before I leave, remember my birthday is on Sunday, okay? My birthday is on Sunday. I'm still accepting gift though. Clubhouse is calling my name. I need an iPhone, guys, and I'm calling it forth. This is me taking an action.
Not on Clubhouse?
I am not. I don't have iPhone. I am not. So see, somebody even invited me like, oh, I saw here. I want to. I'm like, I'm joining Clubhouse soon. Please, guys, don't let that invitation go to waste. Okay? So, guys, until I come around next week. Remain amazing. I love you. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.